Guys, how you doing? Now, I'm gonna be talking about why I don't use stop losses in swing trades and long-term trades, and it's a simple reason. Big investors in the banks are gonna get you. They're gonna get you, and they're gonna get you good. I'm gonna tell you how they're gonna get you. So, bank wants to give up its position. A hedge fund wants to give up its position. A whale wants to give up his position and get a better position. So, what does he do? He starts dumping shares, right? People who are not by the computer, people who set their stop losses tight, 5%, 3%, 7%, right? They get hit first. Then they trigger other stop losses. This triggers a quick dip. The ones you see in the morning, like 9:30 opens, poof, you see a straight line down. $5, $10, $20, $30, $4. Then all of a sudden, poof, it'll consolidate. And then poof, it'll shoot back up. Or it'll consolidate the whole day, shoot up the next day. But the stop loss is the issue here. I used to set them tight, 3%, 5%, only to have it hit my stop loss and then come back. Then I set it longer, 10%, still did the same thing. I'd set it at 15%, it poof, and then consolidate for me to buy it again. So then what did I do? I removed it altogether. If I believe in the company's fundamentals, which means cash flow, product, revenue, debt, what do they produce the debt from and what do they use it for? Product consumption. And is it cyclical or not? Which means, is it something that's going to be needed for a long time or not? DRAM chips used to be cyclical. Now they're where it's at, which has to do with SNDK and Micron. Now, perfect example. You set a stop loss on SNDK. The other day when the war broke out, I was up 250. I was down 600. It would have hit my stop loss and left me in red, deep red. Instead, I was able to see it happen. I was able to wait for it to consolidate, got more money into it. And then when the war was over, poof, it recovered. I had part of my shares the other day on Sunday night before the market opened. Trump decided, because he knows how to manipulate the market, he said, well, the strait's open for business. And poof, the market opened. Do you know that in less than 30 seconds, I had cleared $800? Now, for some, that might not be that much, but for me, that's a lot of money. I'd have to work a lot of hours for that, especially when I work on roofs and stuff. And tenting, those who know me from the past, I'd work 40 hours a week and I'd make half of that. I made it in less than 30 seconds. Now that's ridiculous. That's a great living. It's a blessing. Now, if I would have had my stop loss, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have been in the red. It would have set me off. And not only that, but all my other positions would have hit. I would have been deep red, probably $2,000 that day, 2,500. That was on the 5th. That Friday was a big recovery too. Now, with that being said, how do I invest in long-term investments or swing trades? First of all, when I first click on a trade, I check, is it near the all-time highs? If the answer is yes, I go to the next one. My next, is it overvalued? Is it really overvalued? Like, is a stock supposed to cost $50 and it's at $200, which happens. Sometimes this happens because they're speculating what will happen with the company and they're pricing it in. Okay. Now, some are worth paying more than the valuation. Western Digital, SanDisk, Micron. You know, they're saying that it's not at its valuation. I believe they are. And that's a whole other can of worms, but you go off P ratio and you go off, which is basically the earnings per share, and you go off the cash flow that they have. You go to Yahoo Finance to check out their cash flow, then you go to the spreadsheet and you check out their debt, right? Then you put in the numbers to AI if you don't want to do the formula yourself, or you run it through Excel. Okay, so I'm checking beta level. tells me what percentage it goes up or down, which will show me how much risk I could take. So if the stock at any given moment could go down 20%, let's say the stock is $1,000, so that's $200. Then I might only get two or three, or maybe just one, right? I'll spread them out into 3 portfolios. Or if it's at my price target, I'll get 4, 5, right? Because my price target, I set it off support levels that I watch the charts, and then I see price rejections upwards 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, right? Maybe by the VWAP, value weighted average price, which is something I put on the chart to see where most of the buyers are buying it. Okay. With that being said, I also then, if somebody tells me a new company, I'll go ahead and I'll look, and I'll check, is the company worth it? Like, how much money do they make? What's the revenue? What's the P ratio? Are they overvalued? How much is their product used? Right? Not only how much is their product used, who's buying it? How much are they buying it? Why are they buying it? What are they building? Right? All these things together will start giving you an idea whether you want to invest in a company. Like, okay, first of all, I buy Micron all the time. What do I know about Micron? Well, people like Tesla need Micron. Everybody who's building AI needs Micron. You know, you're building some kind of learning language model, you need Micron. And why do you need Micron? You need it because the AI will not be able to remember or learn without it. You need that chip, the DRAM chip. Now, it's very expensive. Now, not only that, but how do they order it? They order it in bundles, big bundles. I'm talking about $500 million, $1 billion. And how do they do it? They pay for it up front. And then you get put on a backlog, which then they start delivering it to you. So Elon Musk has a deep issue with them. He'll say, oh, I asked them for $1 billion worth, and they don't want to give it to me, right? They don't want to give it to me. They told me that they're only going to give me $500 million worth. Or they told me I have to pay $2 billion, and then they're going to put me in the backlog, and they're going to deliver 500,000 chips every month. So he's making excited to combat that. Now, I know that those chips are needed. Is AI going anywhere? No. The United States currently is trying to be the leader in AI. They wanted guardrails. They said no to guardrails because we might fall behind. So the infrastructure, the data centers, they're not going anywhere. Okay? You keep hearing about data centers? We'll find out what companies are making them. Off the top of my head, you want to know companies that have to do with AI and infrastructure and all that? We got CoreWeave, we got Micron, SNDK, we got Western Digital, we got Seagate, we got Marvell, we got we got AOI, which does like most of the optical whatever. We got IonQ, which is more quantum computing. We got Rigetti, we got QBTS. We got, then you want to go invest in silver, right? Silver mining, because they need silver for the batteries and all that, and all the chips, CDE, SLV, PSLV, and that's how you go through it. You start learning. I suck at math. I have not that great of an education, but I went a little bit to college. I did the best I could with the classes, and 3 years later, here I am. I'm a great trader. I'm a profitable trader. Now, you could be profitable too, but are you willing to put in the work? Now, I had months where I went red. I had months where I said, well, is this for me? And then I made a decision. This is for me, and this is what I want to do. This is what I tell people. Listen, you decide for yourself what you're going to be, who you're going to be, what you're going to be. If you tell yourself enough, I'm this, you're going to become that. Now, the work and the process will have to come with it. I could be at 2, 3 in the morning and I'm still looking at financials. People are partying on the weekend. I'm looking at financials. If not, I'm in church. If not, I'm with my family. Do I waste time going out and drinking? No. Do I waste time going out and hanging out with people? No. Do I go to bars? No. Clubs? No. Beach? No. Unless it's just to get in the water. There's a lot of things that I've cut out in my life to be able to become what I want to become. Cutting off members, cutting off whoever is an obstacle. Because if somebody's an obstacle, it's like a crab. You're trying to get out and they keep clawing you back in. Now, with that being said, I tell you this because trading has a lot to do just with numbers and indicators and all that. The number one thing that I tell people is psychology, and under that is discipline, and under that is execution. Then comes the rest. With that being said, that's why you stop losses. That's how I get into long-term companies and swing trades. And get 10 stocks. Use ChatGPT, which I'd rather you use TradeGPT, or download Claude and ask Claude. Ask it questions like this. Claude, give me 10 AI companies. Give me 10 pharmaceutical companies. Give me 10 mining companies. Pre-revenue, post-revenue, or with a lot of revenue. Give me ones with low debt, high debt, medium debt, risk level. Tell me what they're using their debt for. Get me ones that are using their debt to build, not to pay off other bills. Right? It'll start giving. Now, give me their beta levels. This will save you a lot of time. But go and check anyway. Sometimes it gets it wrong. But it'll give you an idea of 30, 40 companies. Then you go and start looking at it. This will save you hours of work. Give me in the tricks here. Now, with that being said, all of us need to get financial freedom. Things are not getting any easier. They're getting worse. And trust me when I tell you, they're going to get a lot worse. There's no president or no person on the earth that could save the debt the United States has and the inflation. It's coming, and it's coming big. How big is it going to come? I'm thinking another Great Depression. And you better be ready. It's like Elon says, and I keep going back to Elon because I really respect that guy. But that guy used to sleep in his damn. He used to sleep in his work office. You know, he goes shower at the YMCA. You know, like that's the type of dedication it takes to get where you want. So with that being said, it's a little scattered, but there's some knowledge.